Now I am moving forward towards Associate Professor Dr. Aishath Muneeza. She came all the way from Malaysia, and INCEIF is partner for this conference as well. So over to you, Dr. Aishath Muneeza, if you can share about what INCEIF is doing, how do you see the gap, if there is any, the role of academic institutions?
Thank you very much, Dr. Irum. I think Professor Rusni has highlighted almost all the challenges that we are facing in the industry right now when it comes to linking academia with the practitioners' world. So I wouldn't concentrate on identifying the challenges and repeating what others have said, but I would like to focus more on what can be done, especially from the experience of INCEIF University, what could be done to narrow down the gap between the practitioners' world and the academia, if there is any, of course. But it's not like longitudes and latitudes. It's not imaginary thing we are talking about. Actually, there is a gap that we have to acknowledge first before we move to what can be done to correct it. In our experience at INCEIF University, we understood long time back there is a gap in this regard and we need to address it properly. Otherwise, we are going to produce a talent pool which cannot be used in the industry, and we wouldn't be progressing Islamic finance industry at any level, especially at a global context. Therefore, what we have done is, for example, let's say we understood that academicians only is not enough to give Islamic finance knowledge to the students. Therefore, it's not only academicians which are required to be the part of a faculty, but at the same time, we also got professors or even the fellows, teaching fellows who has experience in the industry, who can share their vast experience in the classroom to the students when they are teaching the subjects. For example, if we are teaching about Takaful, the professor or the teaching fellow attending the class would have experience as a CEO or working in the industry at the top level, and that person could give more knowledge than any academicians who are just publishing papers could give. So we ensured that there is a balance between the theory and the practical knowledge which the students need is there by doing that. So that is one way how we believe that we could overcome this challenge. And I'm sure there are a lot of graduates here from INCEIF who can vouch for that. The next thing is, of course, we can bring people who have immense experience in the industry to the classroom and they can share their experience, talk about it. We can even bring guest lecturers to do it, but at the end of the day, it is the people who are already experienced who are sharing their experience, and the students have no opportunity to engage and experience themselves what they want to do. Therefore, we introduced a subject called action-based learning, ABL, as an alternative or to provide this type of opportunity to our graduates or our students. So what we did is the students, they are not only sitting in the classroom during the course they are doing at INCEIF University, but they have the opportunity to involve in practical projects, get themselves understand the soft skills they require. At least they can be the leaders of the Islamic finance industry so that when they experience such things, they know the challenges they might face when they go into the industry. So this way, we try to bridge the theory and the practical aspect in such a way that the student enjoy it, but at the same time, they face the challenges which anyone out in the industry would face, and they are given one semester, meaning that it is a time-bound project. They have to face all the practical pressures they have to face and still finish the subject within the semester given or the time period given by balancing their other subjects which they take in the semester as well, which is really a simulation of what they are going to do later on in the industry is actually provided through this type of a subject. So what I believe is that there are certain practical solutions that we could implement if we unify and if we have such sessions to discuss about the issues. We can learn from one another and share our experiences and improve this challenge we are facing at the global level in the Islamic finance education industry. With this, I'll stop there. Thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Thank you so much, Dr. Aishath Muneeza. Dr. Aishath Muneeza representing INCEIF, our conference partner, and I appreciate the point she mentioned, which will be shared by later on in the concluding remarks by the session chair,